Hey everyone, welcome to Reverse Homesteading. It is a beautiful 10-degree morning or 50 degrees Fahrenheit. It actually feels warm, probably because of the sun. I thought I'd show you this frost cover and a bit more of the frost damage. Pretty sure it's frost damage on my Dragonfruit. I don't think the frost cover was good enough because it was up high. When I worked at a plant nursery, native plant nursery, the frost covers were like 2 meters off the ground, and somehow they protected the plants on the ground. So there may have been more factors there because there were buildings and trees nearby, but somehow that worked for them. But I'm thinking it needs to be closer to the plants. This is the frost cover that was furthest away from the plants, and there is a difference between this one and the other frost cover's effectiveness. So you can see there are a lot of brown patches, a lot of mottly spots on my red dragonfruit cuttings, so they may or may not pull through. Dragonfruit has it looks like a dowel rod. Looks like a rod of wood through the center. I have done a dragonfruit cutting video and I'll show you in a link on the screen here. But we have little ones coming up here which are going to be fine. They look like they're seed grown. I did have some seed grown ones. They're usually skinnier and they come out in multiple ways down the bottom. The cuttings ones are, as you can see, from mature plants from a friend, and they do root really quickly, but yes, as you can see, frost is an issue. But I was going to show you something that my grandson pointed out. I'll just show you that in another area. So if you've been here a little while, you would have seen this Camelia before, which is in a very awkward spot, which I have said in the past we will have to take out, and we still will. But there's a little story that goes with it. My grandson was around recently, he's 3, and he loves the colour pink. There are lots of things about the colour pink that he loves. He saw a pink concrete truck the other day, he was so excited. So he likes gardening. When we came around here the other day, I wanted to show him my new little plants here, and he said, "Oh, they're such pretty colours, I love pink." And I was clearing away the dead flowers that had fallen. He said, "Why would you take them away? They're such a pretty flower." So, you know, what we see as gardeners is not what a child sees. They see what they like, and that's what they think about. So then I wasn't really racked with guilt, but I was a little guilty because I thought, oh, he really loves these flowers. And so does my granddaughter. So I am going to make cuttings of this plant and plant it for him and her, and they will have beautiful camellia flowers for years, hopefully. I also saw some baby pink ones on the weekend, a couple of bunches, and they were so pretty with the dark green foliage, but I better not get ahead of myself. Cuttings for these are usually best done in late summer into autumn, which is not the season now, but if you're in the northern hemisphere it is. So if you're up north, or if you're watching this in 6 months' time, it's the time to make camellia cuttings, and daphne as well. So it's when this soft wood of the new growth is starting to harden but is not quite hardened. I did wonder that the daphne that I did the other day was a little bit woody, but we shall see how they go, and we shall see how these go. But I want to take this tree out soon because it's in a bad spot. It's also over our sewer line, which is not great, and it's so pretty, but it's gonna have to go. But we will make progeny for it before it does. Such a lovely day to be doing cuttings, although probably every day is. I've saved a little honey container to keep my hormone rooting powder in, if I just have a little bit in there to actually work with, so that it doesn't get contaminated in the main container. And as I work with cuttings, I don't know, every two or 3 weeks, it's worth doing. An airtight container is best. So I was going to do this in time-lapse photography, but I'm just going to show you the best way of choosing these. These look a bit deficient in nutrients. I haven't put any kind of fertilizer on the Camelia. since I've got here. So I just want to choose the darkest green, healthiest looking leaves. They're better. I mean, there's a bit of something going on there for deficiency. I guess the whole plant is deficient, but just to give us the best start, just go for the best leaves. That's a good one. It's not too woody, but as I said, it's winter is not the best time for any kind of cutting. Some maybe, I don't know. We used to do them year round at the plant nursery. But you can see the difference between the old wood here and the new wood that's hardened off for winter. Completely different colour. Not sure if that'll focus properly, but yes, above this growth node, that's this past season's growth. So that's the best thing, but obviously it didn't grow much. It doesn't have a lot of sunlight where it is, which is also another reason to take it out, because it'll become quite top heavy with nothing much on the bottom of that. You can see this one, there's a lot more new growth, and that will be the best place to take the cutting. Let's get going. So here are my little camellia cuttings all done. As I said, camellia and daphne cuttings are best done at the end of summer into autumn, but we will give it a go. That's what I just seem to do, isn't it? So I'll give you an update on those camellia cuttings. The daphne cuttings from the other day, a few of them have lost their leaves, but that's no big deal. And the citrus cuttings, the mandarin cuttings, are hopefully doing okay. Probably lose their leaves as well, but we will see what they will do because the weather is warming up. So I hope you're having fun in your garden. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.